Going. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm really glad you guys are on, and I hope Erica, Kim, I hope you guys can hear us. Feel free to chime in if you do have a question. Or there's also a little chat function that you can chat down on your screen, or anyway, so you can type something if you have a question and we can't add. Uh-oh, I didn't mean to cancel meeting. Okay, so notice there's the chat option too. And I'm actually going to share my screen with you because we have we're going to like kind of just take you guys through a little slideshow presentation that we have, because it will just guide us through all the information that we want to share with you. And then if you have questions throughout, I mean, this is super casual. If you have questions, feel free to ask them. If you want to wait till the end, that's okay too. We will have time at the end for questions. But we are going to move through, with Zoom, we're limited to 40 minutes. And we also just want to respect your time. So we're going to move through our information pretty quickly. So I do expect questions at the end. So feel free. Let me share this real quick. Helps if I start at the beginning. All right. Let me get to the slideshow. Okay. Can you guys all see my screen?
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. So this is our, I don't know whoever invited you to, what they would have called it, a coaching opportunity call, if you will. So we're going to go through and kind of explain our stories and how we got started as coaches and what it has done for us and how you can get involved and kind of what we do as coaches and how all of that works. So first of all, I will introduce myself. My name is Sherri, and I have been a coach for a little over 5 years, and I absolutely love it, but it's not the only thing I've ever done in my life. So I was actually a full-time architectural engineer straight out of college, and I did that full-time for about 8 years before I discovered Beachbody. And I became an instructor at the gym and absolutely love teaching classes. And that's kind of where I got the itch to help people with their health and fitness, and discovered that's something I really enjoy doing. So just teaching classes isn't very financially stable for you to create an income. It basically pays for like your workout clothes and tennis shoes, like Jen and Amber and Dawn, everybody can tell you on here. So I didn't really think there was a way for me to make health and fitness a career for myself. And then I saw my coach's post on Facebook about her bringing home her husband from his job, and I was like, oh, this might actually be something I could do as a career and love doing. And so I signed up as a coach. I was still teaching classes. I was still working full-time, and I worked full-time for about 2 years while I was a coach, until I grew my coaching business up enough where I felt comfortable financially to quit my engineering job. So I was a full-time coach and instructor. I do work for that engineering company, again, part-time, but it's just because they asked me to help them out. And honestly, it's a completely different story doing it when it's on your schedule and your time, and you know you don't have to be there. So, and it does feed that other side of my brain a little bit. And so that's a little bit about me and how I got started and where I am. I have an amazing team, and some of the other coaches on here are actually from our team. So I'll pass this over to Jen to introduce herself as well.
Hi, my name is Jen, and when I first heard about Beachbody, I was working full-time, and I have 2 little boys. And when I first started, I was working full-time in retail management, and so I was working nights and weekends, and my kids were little. So when I first heard about Beachbody, it was more for, when I first started as a coach, was more actually for the discount. I wanted to get my Shakeology cheaper, and so that's when I initially signed up as a coach, just so I can get a little bit of the discount. And then as my boys grew older, I was missing a lot of stuff. So for me, it was that switch was wanting to be home with my kids. So that's when I really looked at the coaching opportunity as a business versus just for the discount. And I made that transition. And within about 6 months, I was able to leave my full-time career as a retail manager and be able to stay home with my kids. So my boys are busy with baseball, and my son's at practice right now. It's kind of chaotic right now in my house, but, and I'm able to be home with them. And so, I've been a coach for about 3.5 years, and, it's that making that transition just worked so well for my family to be able to stay home with my kids. So that's a little bit about me and how I got started.
Awesome. So you can kind of hear, like, we could both have different reasons we got involved. We both have been coaches for different amount of times. She's in California, I'm in Texas, but we both have the same love for what we do. And so just kind of it's being coaches for everyone. And we'll get into that a little bit more later. But I'm going to share a little bit with you guys about like how coaches came along and like how Beachbody works. And Beachbody was actually founded in 1998 by two guys, Carl Deichler and John Comden. And it was initially with like P90X, Slim and Sick, some of the programs you can see here. And they launched it through an infomercial system. Like, then they still do infomercials, which is great advertising for us as coaches. And the people who were doing the programs, they had message boards open for them online where they could mingle, if you will, with other people doing programs. And they started to see that the people who were actually using the message boards and talking about their results and motivating each other were getting the best results, and they were inviting other people to join them. And that kind of gave them the idea to all right, so that kind of gave them the idea to open up this coaching network, which is called Team Beachbody. And you can obviously see that jump-started them into creating a whole lot more programs, because coaches are super successful at sharing what they do. And that's all we do is share the programs, because it's stuff that we try and we like. And it's like anything else that you would share that you found out you discovered you liked, like a restaurant, or, I was using examples like an awesome blow dryer or curling iron or something. You would share that with your friends, and that's exactly what we do. And so we as coaches are there for that motivation and support, and they reward us by paying us for doing that. And it's something you'd be doing anyway, which makes it even better and more awesome to be able to do. Jen, did you want to touch on this real quick?
Sure. So some of the things that you can see that makes us unique is, obviously we have these celebrity trainers that provide us with the fitness materials for our customers, and the nutritional support, both online and through coaches. We're able to provide this for our customers, and the peer support. So as coaches, we provide challenge groups for our customers to participate in. Beachbody also has the Beachbody Challenge that we always encourage our customers to take part in, because we give out tons of, not we, but Beachbody provides money every day to celebrate success with using these products and Shakeology. And, we also have the rewards program for coaches as well, for helping customers reach their goals, as well as rewarding our customers with using products.
Awesome. And you've heard us both mention Shakeology already, and it's one of the marquee products, if you will, for coaches. You can only buy it through coaches, and it's literally the most nutritious thing that you can put in your body and do for your body. If you haven't tried Shakeology yet, or like, what are they talking about? So I wanted to tell you a little more about it, and it's seriously like our little secret weapon for helping people get better results with their programs. So, because if you're feeding your body with the fuel and the nutrition that it really needs, it's going to be able to function better, and you're just going to get better results if you're doing workouts as well, in addition to it. And it is super well balanced. Sometimes people mistake it for like a protein shake or try to compare it to a protein shake, and it's not. I mean, it has a good amount of protein in it, but it's very well balanced with your carbohydrates and your fats and everything that your body needs. And it also has tons of like superfoods, has over 30 superfoods in it. It has adaptogen herbs which help your body deal with stress. It has digestive enzymes which help with regularity. It helps increase energy. That's usually the first thing I hear from people, is they're like, oh my gosh, I have so much more energy since I've been drinking Shakeology. So anyway, those are just some of the benefits in a nutshell of what Shakeology does for you. And as a coach, it's one of those things that you drink every day as one of your meals, and it tastes amazing, by the way. But it's easy to share with people because it's a simple change that they can make with a huge impact. And it's about $4 a day it comes out to for a customer, and as coaches it's even less than that since we get an awesome discount. But for the value that you are getting and the nutrition that you're getting, that is a steal compared to anything you would buy just in the store. Jen's going to tell you a little bit more about other products.
So you saw in our timeline as our celebrity trainers in workout programs. And that's what's so great about Beachbody is that they find the best of the best to create this for us. And so we have all of our, as you can see, we have all of our fitness programs that come with nutritional guides, a workout calendar. All that we are responsible for as coaches is to help people get through that and motivate and support them. We also have the ultimate reset for those that want to cleanse their body, from the inside out and to get rid of all the toxins. They can start with the ultimate reset, which is 21 days, or the 3-day refresh, which is very popular. It's a 3-day, very doable. And of course, we have all the nutritional supplements. We have the Beachbody Performance line for all of our athletes, and as well as all the equipment and then some that anyone can need for any of the programs is all available for them within the Beachbody website that we provide.
Yeah, so there's literally something for everyone, as you can see. And these are just some examples of people's success stories. And as Jen mentioned earlier, people can submit their before and afters to earn some of the rewards and prizes, financial prizes that Beachbody offers on a daily and weekly, and then an annual basis. They have a huge $150,000 prize for the male and female winner at our big summit event, which is pretty cool. And Jen's going to touch on that.
Yeah, and also too, just to touch on the before and afters that you saw. All the programs are proven to work. I mean, they run test groups before products are launched to get those results, those before and afters. So, everything's available for our customers. And, with the peer support, not only for our customers, we run challenge groups, but also as coaches, we have so many opportunities for to get that support. Just to be surrounded by amazing people. We have quarterly events, annual events. We're going to Nashville in, I think a month. So it just, as a coach, you're surrounded by other people that just want to motivate and lift other people up. So you have these people that you're around, these coaches, become your best friends. They become part of your family. And it's just such a motivating and just a great environment to be around. And just the support that you get from one another and these events that we have it's just amazing.
It really is. I can ditto everything she just said. And it's really one of the another hidden little secret, because you don't realize how much accountability you're going to get for yourself when you sign up and you think you're just helping other people, which is pretty cool. Okay, so a little bit of the meat of why you probably got on this call is to find out if this might be a good fit for you. So a couple things to touch on that coaches don't have to be, or misconceptions a lot of people think that they need to be because of the word coach. You don't have to be an expert, a fitness expert or nutrition expert, and know everything there is. Like Jen said, the programs come with everything that you need to help people get results, and you just help them follow the plans that are already outlined by the experts that Beachbody has hired to create the programs. You don't have to meet your health and fitness goal. That is also another big thing. Jen and I are both instructors, but you don't have to be an instructor. And I'm not at my goal either. But I have tons of people who that's one of their biggest things. They're like, well, I need to get results first. I need to have better results first, if you will. And honestly, being on your journey is the part that's most relatable and the thing that's going to attract people to you, because they're just going to want to join you and do what you're doing as well. And so not being at your peak condition is honestly a good thing for being a coach and being able to help people, because I think they'll just reach out to you more. And salesperson, that's another thing that we get a lot, is that they're not a salesperson. And seriously, if you come into Beachbody like thinking you're going to be a salesperson, it's not going to work for you. It's not the right thing, because if you're like pushing products on people and like trying to get people to buy, and that's, your underlying reason for being a coach, then like I said, it's not going to work. People aren't attracted to that, like, because you don't want to be a salesperson and people don't want to be hit up by salespeople, right? So that's where it really comes down to like using the products. That's why as coaches, we all drink Shakeology. We all at least do one of the workout programs. And because that's then stuff that you can share with people and stuff you can post about on social media, because that's a really big part of our businesses, if you will, because, you only have so many friends and family that are right nearby you. So being proof of the products and just inviting people to help or to join you as you're doing programs or doing a group. And then personal development is also a big thing that Beachbody encourages coaches to do, because it just helps you as a person. It helps you feel more confident. And as you're getting results and feeling more confident physically, it just helps you mentally and emotionally as well to feel more confident about yourself. So some of the benefits of being a coach, you get to set your own work hours. You can choose how much time you put into coaching. Like I said, I worked it very part-time initially because I was working full-time and teaching classes. And so it just took me a little bit longer to build it up, but that was my choice. And so there's a lot of flexibility with it, if you will. And I mentioned social media, or you just talk to people. And yeah, I think the schedule is the biggest thing. Schedule and like events and being surrounded by positive people. You have anything to add there, Jen, before we get into like the actual?
No, I think you got it. You covered it.
All right. So actual rewards and ways that Beachbody rewards us, obviously financially. So we earn commission as a coach. You get 25% commission on anything that's ordered through your websites, which Beachbody automatically sets up for you. You also get a 25% discount on all products too. So that's when Jen said she signed up for the discount initially. That's a huge discount. It really adds up over time. And then they recognize coaches like crazy with different prizes, if you will, like for hitting certain goals. Each month they give out prizes. For advancing your rank, they send out prizes like some of the shirts and jackets and stuff that you see there in the picture. And then they also do recognition on stage with trophies and things like that at our summit event. And so there's all kinds of ways that Beachbody rewards us. They also support us a lot. So like you sign up as a coach and you are not like just thrown to the wolves and like have to try and figure it out by yourself. So they give us tons of tools. You have a whole online office, if you will, behind the scenes that you can log into and track your business, as well as find tools to help you. So like for challenge groups that we mentioned, or accountability groups, like they give you posts and everything that you need to do for those types of groups. You don't have to recreate the wheel because they've done a lot of work for you. There's training. There's tons of training that you can get into through Jen and myself and Dawn and Amber. Or obviously there's social media. YouTube is huge. All the top coaches and a lot of other coaches make training videos for their teams, and all of that can be found on YouTube. So anyway, just saying that a lot of information is provided to you. You won't be lost necessarily when you sign up as a coach. You got lots of support. And then you also get support directly from us on our team. So Jen and I both do all of these things. We have new coach training. When people first sign up, we have team calls, either through ourselves or through our uplines. You can use your team, like the team that you're on, and that's a big part of it, is like you can work together to do accountability groups. You're not alone. You can go to events together. If you have coaches on your team that are local, And there's leadership training. We have a team Facebook pages, our own recognition and accountability if like what Beachbody provides isn't enough. And then like Jen, just to reiterate what she says, being surrounded by amazing people. We have a lot of fun. And I did a post about that actually the other day, and it just kind of reminded me of like all the fun we've had over the years and how many things we get to do together. So, all right, Jen.
Okay, so there's a few different options when you're ready to sign up as a coach. Their first option is to enroll with getting a challenge pack. And what that is a program and a bag of Shakeology to start, and they provide that at a very discounted rate. And once you become a coach, you're not able to get challenge packs anymore. They're only available for customers and new coaches. And that's really the route that we would prefer everyone to enroll, because it's giving them a product in your hands. So you have a program that you can try and test out and use for the first time. And you're going to want to be on Shakeology and try it out. So you might as well get it at a super discounted rate. And with that, the coach enrollment fee is waived. So that's like $40 in your pocket that you're saving by getting the challenge pack. And you also get a trial of the club subscription, which is the Beachbody On Demand. There's meal plans and recipes that are available for you. You have the option if you want to either cancel it after a month, or you can stay on the club membership after that. That's your choice. And another option is the Shakeology just on Home Direct. And what Home Direct is just automatic shipment, so that you don't have to think about ordering another bag. It's by the time you're done with your last bag or getting close, you already have another one on your doorstep. But with that, you do need to pay the $39.95 coach enrollment fee. Another option is to purchase a fitness program. Those vary in price just depending on the program that you choose. And again, the coach enrollment fee still counts. You still have to pay for that if you're buying a fitness program. So that's why getting the bundle of the challenge pack of the Shakeology and the fitness program, we see as the best way to go, because, for example, you can get a program and a bag of Shakeology for $140, which is super discounted rate, and not pay the extra $40 coach enrollment. And, you still get the same guarantee with your bag of Shakeology if for some reason it doesn't work out for you. So a lot of people are trying it for the first time, and allergy reasons or whatever, sometimes it doesn't work out, but you save that $40. So it's just a win-win either way to go with the first option of getting the challenge pack. So those are the ways that you can enroll as being a coach.
Cool. And I would also just add, and just to reiterate, that option number 2, if you do the Shakeology and have to pay the enrollment fee, that's also $140. So why not do number 1 if you're going to pay $140 and get a workout program for free? Right?
Exactly. Yep.
That makes sense to me. Okay. So hopefully you sign up and you get that one-time coach enrollment fee waived. And then there is the only reoccurring fee starts the second month, and that is what we call the business service fee. And that is $16. And I like to explain it as it covers everything that you don't want to do in your business, because it's all the crummy, crappy work that you just don't have time for. We're busy people. So like I said, they create websites for you. They maintain all those websites with all the latest, greatest stuff that's coming out, which is all the time. They provide the Coach Online office with all the tools. They handle all the shipping and handling, so you don't have to keep products and mail products. Talk about a hassle that so many other companies, and especially direct marketing companies, have to do. And they do all the customer service for you. So, obviously you're going to talk with people who are ordering through you, hopefully. But if there are issues with their products or issues with their shipping or whatever, you don't have to deal with all that. Beachbody does all that for you. So obviously, to me, $16 for all of that work is a steal, and because my time is worth a lot more than that. And the other thing to note is that your discount on Shakeology each month is a little over $32. So even after the fee, after taking $16 out of the 32 you're saving, you're still saving over $16 a month just by being a coach. If you do nothing, have no orders, just to sign up for the discount, like you're still saving money, and that's why some people do it like that. So hopefully that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're gonna open it up for questions. I know that was a lot of information, and I'm gonna, let's see, stop the share so that way we can see faces a little bit better and see everybody. And if you're muted, make sure you unmute before you try to talk, because if we're not responding, we can't hear you. And I hope you guys have some questions. Like, I mean, we did try to run through some of that pretty quickly, just so that we would have time for questions. So if you have them, even if it's something small and so you think it's silly, I'm sure somebody else has the same question.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes, great.
I know you had said it's not like a salesperson type thing.
Right.
So how do we start to get customers and kind of talk to people about this?
So the way that we do that is you get people's interest, and I use social media primarily. Most coaches do, so if you're not using social media, you could use what we call wear and share. So you have like a Beachbody shirt on. I have a Beachbody shirt on, or you wear like an Insanity shirt if you're doing Insanity or whatever, or you're drinking your Shakeology in a cup that says Shakeology on it, and people are like, "What is that?" And that just opens the door for you to tell them about what you're doing. And it shouldn't feel like you're saying, "Oh, this is Shakeology. Do you want to buy some?" It's not like that. Like, you just, that would be weird. Yeah. So you just kind of explain, like, it's a shake that I started drinking every day, and share your experience with it. Like, it makes me feel awesome. I have so much more energy. And tell me that's not going to pique somebody's interest and make them follow up with you or ask you, like, how much is that? Or like, how do I order it? Or, and that's how it works. So it shouldn't feel like you're trying, like I said, to push something on somebody. And then same thing with social media. It's not like it's not like you turn into a Beachbody rep on your Facebook or your Instagram. You post about your life. You just every once in a while incorporate something about Beachbody in there. So if you did a workout, you just mention what workout you did instead, or you can post a picture of your Shakeology, or just say something about, "Oh my gosh, I'm usually so tired by this time in the day, but I just drank my Shakeology and I feel amazing." It doesn't even have to so it's like subtle things that you just incorporate into your day because it's what you're using and what you're doing.
Okay.
Interest.
Okay. Cool.
And a lot of the trainings and stuff that we offer give you ideas, and we have a lot of people who've been coaches for a while, have tons of experience, and definitely can share those things with you.
Right. Okay.
Because initially it does take a little bit of time to get used to like how to respond to people when they ask certain things,
right.
But we've all been through it, so we're here to help you.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And to add on to that, it's just about, I'm big on Facebook as more as a social media platform than Instagram and the others, but it's just being you and being yourself. Like right now for me, I'm doing Insanity Max 30, and to be honest, it's my second time doing it, and it sucks. It's hard. Hear that. I don't act like, "Oh my God, my workout was so great." And today on Facebook, I posted that it wasn't, unicorns and rainbows, because it was hard, and I just be real. And I'm sharing, and I never once in my post said what I was doing. I never mentioned the program. I just said, I did this workout and it kicked my butt. And, if you're consistent, and then people will be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I will post when I have a challenge group. I run a challenge group every month. I start one, and your friends and your acquaintances and the people that see you on Facebook, they catch on to that. And it's not like you're like, "Hey, come join me for this amount." I just post like, "Hey, my challenge group's starting. I have this," I give a shout out to the girls that join. And, people will message me and say, "Hey, when's your next accountability group starting?" And so it's kind of, if you're consistent in what you're doing, and and I'm just sharing what I do.
Right.
And people will message me, and, ask me about, hey, can I join your next one? And I'll lay out, yeah, absolutely. And I'll, help them select a program and help them select a Shakeology flavor that they think they would like. And I give them a deadline. I said, you know what, if you order by this day, then I can add you into my next group. And I usually have, a waiting list for people for my next group. And it's not because I'm vomiting, all this stuff on social media. It's just, I'm posting. Like I just finished 22-day hardcore. And every day I speed up my workout videos so they make them so it's like a 22-minute video in like a minute and a half.
Yeah,
and people find it humorous. Like, me like working out really fast. There's tons of apps for that. But they laugh and they're like, oh my God, your videos are so funny. Like I'll hear it on the baseball fields or my kids' karate. And so I keep posting them. I'm like, hey, to give someone a laugh, but it makes them, it's just being me. And so not to ramble on about that, but you're just being you and you're just sharing what you're doing, and that attracts people versus just putting up your, hey, buy this for $140 type of thing.
Okay. Thanks.
Cool. Any other questions?
Anyone else?
Jen, Jessica? Or Leslie, if you have another one? None. All right. Well, so we'll wrap up. I guess we'll take that as a compliment that we hit.
Hey, Sherri, do you know when we can? I know I got 2 people that said they couldn't hear. They could see, but they couldn't hear. So I don't know.
Okay. I actually recorded this call.
Are you going to be able to send the recording?
Yes, I will. I'll send it out later in our group. Okay.
To what? I'm sorry, you froze.
Oh, yeah, I'll send it out later in our group.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Awesome, you guys. Well, I guess we'll wrap up then. Like I said, respect your time. Thank you for getting on and just learning a little bit more. The person that invited you to this call will follow up with you. So it's probably within the next 24 hours. So if you do think of other questions after, you sleep on it tonight and there's always that last question. You're like, oh man, I should have asked that. So feel free to reach out to them, but they'll reach out to you too. And we're here and can't wait for you guys to join our teams. It's really been something for me that's changed my life in so many ways for the better. And so I wouldn't be recommending it to other people if I didn't feel that way. I'm sure the other coaches in here agree. So you guys have a great night and look forward to seeing y'all soon.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.